From stories across the globe to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. A very good evening to you. I'm Sharifah Tahir.
I'm moving ahead to RHG and here are today's headlines. Two close associates of the organized criminal Anura Lokka have been taken into custody along with an eagle alleged to have been used for illegal drug distribution. The president vows to completely eradicate the drug menace and underworld criminal acts. Prime Minister says fraud and corruption carried out during Yahapalana government are gradually being exposed presently. UNP leader Ranil Wickremesinghe claims that those around former MP Sajith Premadasa are not genuine members of the United National Party.
We move on to those and other stories in detail now. Western Provincial Intelligence Division has arrested two close associates of organized criminal Anura Lokka today, along with an eagle alleged to have been trained for the distribution of drugs. The relevant raid was carried out this evening with the assistance of the Athuragiriya police. The police officers investigated an establishment in Navalamulla Goda Homagama, which had been claimed as a farmhouse. During the investigation, the police was able to discover an air rifle, a total of 10 ammunition for the rifle, and a sea eagle kept inside a cage. The police said that a no-entry board had been placed on the gate of the farmhouse and many guard dogs were also inside the premises. During the initial interrogations of the two arrested suspects, it was revealed that the eagle was imported into the country from abroad. The police have further said that further investigations will be conducted to determine whether the eagle was trained and used for the distribution of illegal drugs. Criminal Investigation Unit of the Balavega Police Division was able to apprehend two officers attached to the kolanova and Kalaniya Pradesh Sabha secretariats, along with 250 grams of illegal drug ice. The police have also detained a vehicle used by them. The police have said that the suspects have been identified as residents of Kalaniya and Vallampity areas. Meanwhile, the Rakamma police have been able to apprehend two parcels consisting of contraband thrown into the Maha prison today. The police have said that the parcels consisted of 2 mobile phones, 2 batteries for the phones, 1 charger, heroin, marijuana, and 8 tablets, cigarettes and tobacco. A group of individuals who had arrived in a 3-wheeler had thrown the parcels over the wall of the prison and fled the site. Also, 4 mobile phones which were thrown into the Negombo prison had been taken into custody of the prison officers.
President Gotabaya Rajapaksa emphasizes that he will transform Kalaniya city, ensuring its historical heritage and dignity. While completely eliminating illegal drugs and underworld criminal acts, the president made these remarks while taking part in several public rallies organized today to assure the victory of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidates contesting from Gampaha district. Firstly, the president participated in a public rally held in front of the main entrance of the Kalaniya Rajamahaviharaya. The rally was organized to assure the victory of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidate Sisira Jayakodi. He presented his policy statement targeting the development of the area to the president at the rally. Subsequently, the president attended a public rally organized at Jawala to ensure the victory of the party candidate Nalin Fernando. The president said steps will be taken to construct all canals to mitigate flooding in Gampaha district. A public rally to assure the victory of Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidate Lalantha Gunasekara was held at Ambalam in Katana. President also attended several public rallies organized yesterday to ensure the victory of Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidates contesting from Kalutara district. The public rally held at weekly farm premises in Bandaragama. It was held to consolidate the victory of the party candidate Lalit Ellavala. Expressing their views, the public said that they will provide him with 2/3 majority and requested him to change the political course of the country by using this power. The president said that political course will be changed and according to their policies, a national economy will be composed for the country. He said that importation of handlooms and batiks had been suspended. He said also that they have realized country has significant number of poverty-stricken families. The president also took part in a public rally organized at Horana weekly prayer premises to assure the victory of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidate Vidura Wickramanayaka. President assured the public that the programs to provide employments for graduate and low-income earners will be initiated following conclusion of the election. Subsequently, the President participated in a public rally organised at Ingiriya Pradeshiya Sabha ground to ensure the victory of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidate Yasapara Koralage. A public rally to ensure the victory of the party candidate Sajiva Edirimana was organised at Bulat Sinhala Mahavali grounds. The candidate discussed with the President the ability to transform Kaluthara district as an epicenter for industries related to rubber. A proposal was made during the meeting to recruit those who are currently employed at Rubber Development Department on permanent basis for existing vacancies. Expressing their issues and concerns to the President, people said that they are facing real difficult time as financial companies have seized their vehicles. They said they have not received an order from the project. Therefore, the public requested President to recommence the Vinugani project. A girl child requested the President to release her father from prison. The public rally held near Bandurale bus station was organised to consolidate the victory of the party's candidate Udeni Atrukorala. Visiting the Bandurale city, the President engaged in cordial discussion with the residents of the area. A public rally held at Gamthala weekly grounds in Matunugama. It was organised to ensure the victory of the party candidate. The President said steps will be taken to fulfill shortcomings at Migama Junior School and develop. Subsequently, the President took part in a public rally organised to ensure the victory of the candidate Pial Nishanta, held near Beruwala Pradeshiya Sabha's Secretariat. The President requested the public to elect uncorrupted and capable parliamentarians from Kaluthara district who could work with him in the future. The candidate presented his policy statement regarding the development of Kaluthara district. The President informed the public to elect a group of individuals who could work with him in the presidential tenure of 5 years. Then the President took part in a public rally organised to assure the victory of a candidate in Mathugama Pradeshiya Sabha, a children's park. The President received warm welcome from the public when he took part in a public rally organised at Belapitiya grounds to assure the victory of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidate Larit. The public informed the President over the issues pertaining to the educational, agricultural and road system in the area. Then the President attended a public rally held at grounds close to Kaluthara railway station organised to assure the victory of the Kaluthara district leader. The official website of the former MP was launched by the President at the rally. Students studying in first grade in Horana was also present. Leader of the United National Party, former parliamentarian Ranil Wickremesinghe.
In the meantime, leader of Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that the frauds and corrupt acts carried out during the Yahapalana government period are gradually being exposed at present. The Prime Minister made these remarks while taking part in a public rally held in Navalapitiya today. The public rally was organised to assure the victory of Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidate contesting from Kandy district, former parliamentarian Mahindananda Alutkambage. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa said that many members of the United National Party have begun to leave their party. He added that the United National Party is in the struggle to rescue the party headquarters, Sirikota. He said that they have no aspiration to gain the democratic power of the country and no desire to rebuild the nation. He said that the inappropriate activities carried out by the previous government are gradually being exposed at present. He pointed out that the Commission reports have unravelled malpractices and financial irregularities, including the extraction of billions of rupees during the election period and services provided with the funds from the Ministry of Culture and Religious Affairs. The Premier pointed out that the people of this country have realized how such irresponsible individuals and unable to make necessary plans may respond if they are being granted with the parliamentary powers. He said that he has completed 50 years in his political career. He added that he faced a challenging and competitive attitude when contesting against the rival parties in the past. However, he said that he has not experienced any challenge from the rival parties at present. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa also took part in a meeting held at the Kamarudeniya Tikiri Bogaha Godashri Sangha Raja Pirivan Viharaya Udunuvara. The Maha Sangha chanted Pirit and invoked blessings of the Prime Minister at the meeting. The public rally organized in Dawulgama, Kandy was held under the patronage of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. Former Central Provincial Councillor of the United National Party, MSM Safi, obtained the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna Party membership. Subsequently, the Prime Minister participated in the public rally held in Dolua town in Gampala.
Leader of the United National Party, former parliamentarian Ranil Wickremesinghe, claims that those around former MP Sajith Premadasa are not genuine members of the United National Party. He made these remarks while addressing a public rally held in Maradana yesterday. Leader of the United National Party, former parliamentarian Ranil Wickremesinghe, said that the society should be reformed in accordance to the trends and technology of the 21st century. Making several comments, he talked about a party which has been titled Balavega and said that the symbol of that party is not elephant, as declared by the courts. He said that he was able to extract several members from the Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa's government. He said that only two political parties exist, which are the United National Party and Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna.
A public rally of Samadhi Jana Balavega was held in Borala yesterday with the participation of party leader, former parliamentarian Sajith Premadasa. Samadhi Jana Balavega party leader, former parliamentarian Sajith Premadasa, said that the Ministry of Housing and Construction is divided into 6 entities and he received the ministerial portfolio for rural housing. He said that the rest of the sections of the ministry was directed to other ministers. However, he added that they will have the authority to take correct and appropriate decisions with the formation of their government. He said that the Ministry of Housing, which has been divided into 6 entities, will be brought under one ministry and he will take over the respective ministerial portfolio to construct houses for the public by 2025.
Several public rallies of the National People's Power were organized across the country leading up to the general election. Addressing a public rally, leader of the party, former parliamentarian Anura Dissanayaka made these remarks. He said that Sri Lanka has become an illegal trafficking hub and that in the past, the drug trafficking activities in the country were carried out in small scale. Yet the present-day drug trafficking activities are carried out in a large scale, with drugs being imported into the country in containers consisting of 250 to 300 kilogram caches. He added that a great calamity has occurred in the country due to these activities.
Several representatives of other political parties and independent candidates contesting for the parliamentary election made these remarks during their propaganda campaigns. Representing Frontline Socialist Party, Kumar Gunaratan said that Janata Vimukti Peramuna has encountered many more crises during the upcoming election than in the previous elections. He said that the Janata Vimukti Peramuna assumed that the country's democracy could have been protected by siding with former President Maithripala Sirisena. He also said that JVP also believed that they could take measures against those who were engaged in fraudulent and corrupt activities in the country, along with former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and former Presidents Maithripala Sirisena and Chandrika Kumaratunga. However, the central bank bond scam occurred. Therefore, the Brotherhood of the JVP failed to eradicate fraud and corruption from the country.
හොරු ඇල්ලුවෙත් නෑ අන්තිමට හොරු එක්ක ඩීල් දාන තත්ත්වයටපත් වුණා. ඒ නිසා අපි ජනතා විමුක්ති පෙරමුණේ සහෝදරුන්ටත් කියන්නේ ඔය යන පාර වැරදි. අගෝස්තු 5 වෙනිදා අවුරුදු 5කට අනාගත
Representing United Socialist Party candidate Siritunga Jayasuriya said that the public should vote in the election with the experience they gained in the last 72 years. He also said that the public has also gained adequate experience from the behavior of the Yahapalana government. He said that the nation witnessed disastrous governance in which the President and Prime Minister had no cooperation within the cabinet and Prime Minister was not summoned for Security Council meetings. Representing independent group
එකට කැබිනට් එකේ වාඩි වෙන්නේ නැති ආරක්ෂක කමිටුවට අගමැතිවරයා කැඳවන්නේ නැති අරාජික පාලනයක් බවට මේ රට පත් වුණා. ඒ වගේම මේ රටේ ජනතාවට අති විශාල මතයක් ගොඩ නැගුණා මේ 225ම එපා කියලා. දැන් එහෙනම් ජනතාවට අවස්ථාව ලැබිලා තියෙනවා කොයි විදිය 225ක්ද අපි තෝරන්නේ කියන කාරණේ. ඉතින් මම කියනවා ඔබට මේ අවස්ථාවේදී
Representing Independence Group members, number 7, candidate Nagananda Kodituaku said that no political party in the country can realize the aspirations of the youth in the country. He then requested the youth and the public to use their vote upon their understandings and take correct decisions accordingly.
හැබැයි ඡන්දේ නොදායින්ද එපා මේ පාර අපි ඡන්දේ නොදා
Ceylon Petroleum Corporation presented the required consignment of disinfectant liquid to the Election Commission today to conduct the general election in a health protective manner. The event to present the consignment was held at the Kolanova Petroleum Storage Terminal Complex. The consignment was presented to the Chairman of Election Commission Mahinda Deshapriya by the Chairman of Kolanova Petroleum Storage Terminals Limited, Mohammad Uwais Ahmed. Chairman of Election Commission Mahinda Deshapriya expressed his appreciation to the Kolanova Petroleum Storage Terminals Limited for the contribution made to the Commission on behalf of the nation. He said that the public can cast their votes in their respective polling stations without any fear, as each station has been health protected. He then requested the public to gather as one to defeat the COVID-19 outbreak, as well as to ensure democracy in the country. Only one COVID-19 infected patient was detected from the country today. The patient has been identified as a resident of Lankapura area in Polonnaruwa. The Ministry of Health has indicated that the identified patient is a close associate of a COVID-19 patient detected from the Kandakadu Treatment and Rehabilitation Center. Meanwhile, a staff member of the Lankapura Pradesh Sabha Secretariat has been detected as a COVID-19 patient as well. Residents of 40 houses who had closely associated with the patient have been directed to self-quarantine at present. Also, steps have been taken to direct the family members of the patient to quarantine centers. The identified patient is a close associate of a COVID-19 patient detected from the Kandakadu Treatment and Rehabilitation Center. Meanwhile, the places the patient had visited have also been disinfected. The Lankapura Pradesh Sabha Secretariat, where the patient is detected, has been opened for essential services. Director General of Health Services Dr. Anil Jasing has said that this individual has been identified as a close relative of the patient detected from the Kandakadu Treatment and Rehabilitation Center. He said that members of two families who had maintained relations with the patient have also been identified as COVID-19 patients. Accordingly, he said that the staff of the Lankapura Pradesh Sabha Secretariat and persons of the Lankapura Pradesh Sabha will be directed to PCR tests and quarantined in future. He said that over 325 persons were directed to PCR tests this evening, and they have also been directed to self-quarantine. However, he said that restrictions on movement in Lankapura area have not been imposed and the proceedings in the area are carried out in normalcy. He said that the health authorities, security divisions as well as intelligence services have initiated necessary tracing to identify the close contacts of the patients. He said that the situation of the contamination can be realized following the results of the PCR tests tomorrow.
Meanwhile, a development project of conveying proper housing to families currently residing in improper settlements along the banks of the canal of Bambalapitiya to Dehiwala has been commenced today. The new houses have been presented to 54 families under the Ranmithu housing project. It is a part of the mega city development project that aims to convey proper housing to the community who reside in improper settlements in Colombo. The event, which was organized at Suhurupaya Auditorium, has been held by the patronage of the Secretary to the Ministry of Urban Development and Water Supply and Housing, Dr. Priyat Bandhu Vikrama. The project has been carried out by the Urban Development Authority under the guidance given by the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The project was commenced in 2014 by CML MTD Private Limited. The total value of the project is 1,656 million rupees. One unit of the 15-story housing scheme has an area of 450 square feet and consists of 2 bedrooms, a living room, a bathroom and a kitchen. A single unit bears a value of over 5 million rupees. The housing complex consists of a school, a playground and a Satos supermarket.
former director for the State Intelligence Service, Nilantha Jayawardena, said that he had to carry out duties with an extra pressure forced on him due to two political parties governing the country. Former director for the State Intelligence Service, Nilantha Jayawardena, recorded these statements for the fourth day before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry on the Easter Sunday attacks. He said that he informed the National Security Council know about the extremist activities of Zahran Hashim. Former intelligence chief also said that he got information about the IS terror attacks, which were planned to attack United States and India through international intelligence agencies. Accordingly, he said that he had informed the Defense Ministry to enhance the security of the Indian and US High Commissions in Sri Lanka. The former intelligence director further said that he had presented relevant information in writing to arrest Zahran Hashim and had also pointed out the locations where the suspects were hiding. The former director said that it also submitted reports to relevant authorities to arrest the suspects. He also said that a report on 94 individuals in 2017 and a report of 130 individuals in 2018 who were connected to several incidents occurred has been presented to the relevant authorities. He said that at the time of his appointment to the service on 2015, the objective of the State Intelligence Service was to report the relevant authorities on the threats identified by them.
Meanwhile, the first Ramdoli Parahara of the historic Kandiasala Parahara festival paraded along the streets today. The sacred casket was carried by the tasker Singha Raja, and Parahara was commenced at the auspicious time held at 6:49 p.m. today. Mian Raja and Burma Raja of the same tasker fleet of the Temple of Tooth relic accompanied the tasker carrying the sacred casket. The 10th Parahara of the Ruhunu Katharagama Mahadevalaya is now parading at Katharagama Devalaya premises. The final Parahara of the Katharagama Esala Parahara festival is to be held on the 3rd of August. That's it for tonight, an English News Update. Thank you for joining us. Good night.
Have a pleasant night.